Ladies and gentlemen, and ladies, NBA 2K26 is finally here, man. And of course, day one, y'all know what I gotta do. I gotta give y'all the top 5 best builds in the game. Day one, these builds are gonna last y'all all year long. They are easily the 5 best builds in the game currently, in my opinion. You feel me? Now listen, before we get into the top 5 builds, there's a lot of things that I have to explain to y'all about the builder. But first, I know y'all may be wondering, why is he on a 60 overall? Chillax, my guy. This is a sneak peek to the build I'm going to be doing a 60 to 99 overall on. So if y'all want the build right now, it's a demon, bro. But I'm going to drop a build video on this very soon. Anyway, first things first, in NBA 2K26, when making a build, bro, there is something very important that y'all have to keep in mind, or you will ruin your build day one. Trust me. The first thing is the build specialization tab. This is very important. Now you may be asking, well, what is this supposed to mean? This tab, depending on how you build your build, because all the builds I'm about to show y'all, if you skip through, you're not gonna understand. For example, if you go into the shooting tab, which all of these are the exact same, the rewards are pretty much set up the exact same way. You get not 1, but you get 2 shooting cap breakers. And if you pick finishing or playmaking, defense, vice versa, like it's all pretty much the same exact thing. Defense cap breaker, rebounding cap breaker, blah. The same thing goes for your shooting badge max +2 perk and max +1 perk. This is very important. Next thing, if you join a crew on NBA 2K26, you can earn up to 4 extra cap breakers. Yes, 4 extra cap breakers if you hit level 30 in your crew. And not only that, you can also get another tier 1 max +1 and a tier 2 max +1. So keep that in mind. You can earn up to 4 cap breakers throughout the crew. So make sure y'all go into this crew tab and getting in a crew. Lastly, to get extra cap breakers in this game, you get them at rookie 5, starter 3, starter 5, veteran 2, and legend 1. That's it. Most of y'all are probably going to stop around starter 5 or veteran 2. You feel me? But hey, also don't forget, just like I said last year, you get a cap breaker at level 40 every single season. But now, with all that out the way, man, let's get right into this banger. Alright, for the first build of this top 5 best builds video, it's going to be my 6'4" ISO demigod. But first, before we get into that, obviously, if y'all want to, y'all can go ahead and check out the NBA player build templates, you feel me, and the Pro Tune builds. If none of these builds fit y'all play styles, you feel me, you know what I'm saying, go check out Curry, LeBron, and them. Alright, now for the 6'4" demigod demon, what you want to go, obviously 6'4", point guard, shooting guard, it's up to y'all, it doesn't really matter. For the weight, I want to go all the way up to exactly 221. You don't want to be too small. I don't really care what no one says. You want to look pretty big out there, you feel me. For the wingspan, I want to go exactly 6'9" on the wingspan. Yes, trust me. Now, off the rip, obviously, I told y'all we're going with that 89 3-ball or 90 3-ball, whatever you want to do. It doesn't really matter. What you want to do for your 3-point shot, you want to go ahead and up your 3-point shot all the way up to exactly 87. Now, the reason why we're going to 87 instead of 89 is because, like I told y'all in the beginning of the video, if you go with the shooting specialization quest on this build, you're going to have 2 shooting cap breakers that you're going to be able to put on this build, meaning you're going to have an 89 3-ball on top of having a tier 1 max +2 shooting badge perk, meaning once you put those 2 cap breakers towards your 89 3-ball, towards your 3-ball to give you 89 3-ball, you're also going to have a legend, yes, legend set shot specialist, which is ridiculous for this type of build, bro. So trust me when I say this, go with the 87 3-ball, because after a while, you're gonna, you know what I'm saying, complete the quest. You're gonna go ahead and get the 89 3-ball. You're gonna go ahead and get the legend set shot specialist as well. And if you're level 40 and stuff, you're also gonna have like legend post runners build as well, which is kind of ridiculous. For the mid range, I want to go exactly 80 on your mid range. Just keep it at exactly 80. It's perfect right there. It's the sweet spot in my opinion. It makes shooting middies in this game way too easy. And plus, since you have a tier 1 max +1, you're also going to be able to go and throw on gold shifty shooter to make shooting way more easier on this game. It's kind of crazy. As for your free throw, we can go ahead and max this all the way out to exactly 70. Doesn't really matter, it's free throw, like, come on. As for your driving, again, I told y'all with your tier 2 max plus 2 that you get from the season pass, you're also going to have a legend. Yes, legend posterizer plus legend set shot specialist, which is nuts. It doesn't even make sense and it shouldn't be allowed, but it is. You feel me? Hold on. Now, obviously, for the contact dunks and things of that nature, we're going to go with the 80 vertical. But as we know, you will be gaining cap breakers over time. So we're going to go with the 82 vertical off the rip. Now, you may be asking, what? Why are you going 82 vertical on this build? Hear me out. If you put 3 regular cap breakers towards your dunk, that's a 96 dunk, which is going to give y'all the elite contact dunks off 2, which is going to be ridiculous on this build. And again, since you're also going to be gaining more cap breakers, if you gain 3 more, which if you hit starter 5, you're going to get 3 more, and if you hit level 40, that's 6 in total. 3 regular cap breakers towards your driving dunk, obviously to get the elite contact dunks, and then with the other 3 cap breakers you're going to gain from hitting level 40 and from your rookie 5 and your starter 3, you're also going to have another 3 cap breakers, meaning you're going to have Hall of Fame posterizer off the rip. So then you're going to be able to use your tier 2 max plus 2 that you gain from hitting level 40 on something completely different. Like, for example, lightning launch. And you're going to have this on legend. So this build is going to have legend posterizer, legend set shot specialist, and legend lightning launch. This is going to be the most broken build in the game. Trust me. And obviously to get that, you have to go 86 on the speed of ball, of course. And of course, we're going to have all the good dribble moves in the game, because why not? We want to be as OD as possible. And if y'all don't know, I'm going to pop it up on the screen right now. In the 70s tier, yes, in the 70s tier, you're also going to be able to put +3 for 1 cap breaker. So I'm going to have 75 pass sec on this build. You're going to have Ja Morant passing style, Sabonis, whatever you think is the best passing style in the game, on top of having legend posterizer, legend set shot specialist, legend lightning launch. This build is ridiculous. Like, it can literally do everything. It literally does everything in the game. It's the best build in the game, in my opinion. It's the biggest reason why I'm dropping the 60 to 99 overall on this build. It's kind of nuts. Now, as for your steal, bro, again, we don't really need an 85 steal. If y'all don't know, steals pretty much did get nerfed. Regular, like, pluck steals got pretty much nerfed. Now, lane steals are still pretty good, like 2K25s. But in my opinion, you might as well just sacrifice some things to be even more overpowered. You feel me? You don't really need to go, you know what I'm saying, interceptor. If you really want it that bad, just put a max +1 on it. You feel me? You feel me? As for your block, you want to go with the 68 block. Yes, 68 block so we can get high flying denier on bronze and rock with me. Because rock with me, again, I've been telling y'all about all of the crazy badges we're going to get in tier 1. I haven't even talked about the tier 2s yet, which is also ridiculous. For the offensive rebound, you want to put your offensive rebound all the way up to exactly 60, and this is going to give y'all a rebound chaser on bronze. And again, this badge is a tier 2 badge. You're going to have like 3 tier 2 badge perks that you can work with, meaning you can put your rebound chaser on gold as a guard. You're going to be able to put your rebound chaser on gold. This is ridiculous. And on top of that, you're also going to have like a silver high flying denier, or a silver layup mix master, or a gold float game, which float game is pretty good in this game. Or you can go for gold, you know what I'm saying, dimer. It's kind of crazy, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all, this is easily the best build in the game, in my opinion. It's going to be very, very meta. As for your interior defense, bro, you want to go all the way up to exactly 65 on the interior defense. As for your strength, again, you don't want to be small. You don't want to be out there getting babied or nothing like that. You want to go with the 84 strength so you can pretty much bully everybody in the game. It's kind of ridiculous. And also, clearly, you want to go with the 76 agility so we can get on ball minutes on silver. So real quick, with another rundown on this build, you're going to have legend posterizer, legend set shot specialist, legend lightning launch, which is ridiculous. The most overpowered build in the game, in my opinion, on top of having tier 2, you know what I'm saying, gold rebound chaser and things of that nature. But this is easily one of the best builds in the game, in my opinion, probably the best build in the game. for a fact. Now for the takeover that you're going to want to run on this build, in my opinion, the best takeover that you should be running on this build is going to be the skilled slasher takeover. It boosts your 3, your mid-range, and your dunk. So in my opinion, there's really no reason on why you shouldn't be running it. You also get poster machine takeover ability, and also at some point, if you have extra cat breakers, you're going to be able to put your 3-ball to 90 and get the deep bomber and all of the other crazy shooting takeovers in the game. And for the build name, we do in fact get a physical 2-way 3-point slasher, which isn't the best build name, but this build is still very, very, very devious. Now for the second build of this video, bro, it's the 6'3" all-around point guard that can basically do everything off the rip. If you don't feel like waiting for anything, you just want to be dumb overpowered off the rip, bro, this is going to be the 6'3" build for y'all. Now obviously I want to go 6'3", 200 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Just even the weight out a little bit. For the wingspan, y'all want to go exactly 6'5" wingspan. Yes, because at some point, we're going to have way more cat breakers to work with on this build, which is going to give us a 96 3-ball regardless. And since we're going to be going the shooting specialization for this build as well, we're going to be really, really nuts. I ain't going to lie. Now, for the shooting on this build, you want to go for 92 3-ball. Yes, a 92 3-ball, so you can get all the good shooting badges in this game. Now, if you go with the shooting specialization tab for this build, you're going to get 2 shooting cat breakers, meaning you're also going to have gold mini marksman and gold limitless range. And on top of that, you're going to get a max +2 on this build as well in the shooting tab. So you're going to be able to go with the legend set shot specialist, or if you want legend shifty shooter, legend deadeye, whatever you want to do, that's up to y'all. Now as for the driving dunk on this build, I want to go with a 93 driving dunk, yes, to get all the good dunks and good dunk packages and things of that nature off the rip. You're also going to have gold posterizer, and if you want to, you can go with the Hall of Fame. Yes, Hall of Fame posterizer with your extra max +1 that you're going to be getting from the season pass to get Hall of Fame posterizer and things of that nature. And obviously to get that, you're going to want to go with the 80 vertical. Now as for your speed ball, again, so we can get all the good dribble styles in the game and dribble moves in the game, we're going to go with the 86 speed ball. And for the ball handle, we're going to go with a 92 ball handle, so we can get all the good dribble moves in the game and all the good dribble styles in the game, of course. Now, for your passing accuracy, you could go with the 72 pass act if you really want the extra passing, but if you don't really care about that, just go with the 71. It's not that deep. As for y'all still, you want to go for 91 still. This way, you're going to have gold glove and gold interceptor off the rip. Now, in my opinion, I don't think glove is that good as it was last year. Like, it's kind of nerfed in my opinion. If you're not running it on Hall of Fame or Legend, it's just not that good. I ain't gonna cap to y'all. But for the first version of this build, I'm gonna just go with the 91 still, and I'm gonna show y'all the 79 still version of this build right after. For the perimeter, you wanna go with an 85 on the perim, of course. For your interior defense, you wanna go all the way up to exactly 65. For your block, you wanna go all the way up to exactly 60 on your block. Just some extra stats that you can throw on this build, you feel me? Because the build is pretty much already done. As for your agility, you want to go up to exactly 77 agility for the gold slippery off ball. For your standing dunk, even though we don't get any standing dunk packages on this build at all, we still want to just have the extra standing dunk in our build, you feel me? And for your free throw, you just go ahead and max this all the way out to exactly 75. You want to be able to shoot free throws at a very high and consistent rate. And for the last point, we might as well just throw it on our block. And this is the 6'3" all-around demigod. All the good dribble moves in the game, lightning launch. You can set up your tier 2s, your max +2s, however you want to. You're gonna have the shooting cat breakers as well on this build, plus crazy contact dunks. I ain't gonna lie. And you're gonna have legend posterizer on this build as well at level 40, which is kind of ridiculous, but hey, y'all can do whatever y'all want to. This build is pretty nuts. Now for the version of this build without the 91 still, you want to go with the 79 still, like I said, and you want to up your strength all the way up to exactly 73. Now hold on. To do so, you got to drop your agility back to 76, and for your block, you have to drop your block all the way down to exactly 50. Drop your standing dunk all the way down to exactly 46. Also drop your free throw down, and then you're finally going to be able to get your 73 strength on this build, which is going to give you a gold strong handle badge, meaning anybody that has low strength that you're going up against, which a lot of guards on this game, including 6'6" guards, have dumb low strength. So you could either go with this version of the build with high strength, with lower still, or you can go with the you know what I'm saying, higher still, lower strength. Honestly, bro, it's a toss up. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't really matter which one y'all make. Personally, myself, I made the version with strength. I don't really care about still that much this year. I feel like it's completely overrated. You don't really need a 91. I made the one with the strength. I like bullying people. That's just my thing. You feel me? You feel me? But look, now the two takeovers I recommend y'all use on this build is going to be triple threat or skilled slasher. Skilled slasher is going to give you 3-ball, mid-range, and drive and dunk, and you're also going to have the poster machine ability. And then triple threat is going to be the same exact thing, but you get the deep bomber takeover ability. So it's whatever one you want to run with. And for the build name, we get a 2-way 3-point slasher. Devious build. Now for the third build, low-key, this is a bonus build, but I can't drop a top 5 best builds video without this build being in it. Like, it's just that good. So we're gonna call this the bonus build. Low-key is top 6, but let's just keep it top 5. Anyway, for the build height, you want to go 6'6". Yes, 6'6" demigods are very, very overpowered in this game. I've already tested it, bro. They're devious, they're moving, and 6'8" is moving. Like, I ain't gonna cap, but this is the bonus build, so let's not do too much yapping, you feel me? For the weight, you want to go exactly 195 pounds. The reason why we're going 195 is so we can get Spiegel ball at 86, so we can get all the good dribble styles. For y'all wingspan, you want to keep it exactly 6'9". It's nothing crazy. Now for the shooting on this build, similar to the first build, the 6'4", you're going to want to go with the 87 3-ball because we're going with the shooting specialization, you know what I'm saying, tab, quest line, whatever you want to call it. So we're going to have the 89 3-ball plus the 89 3-ball for the gold set shot specialist. But we're going to have the max +2 shooting badge anyway, so we're going to be pushing our set shot specialist all the way to legend, which is kind of ridiculous. I ain't going to lie. On a 6'6", you're going to be going stupid, my boy. And for the mid-range, obviously, we're going to balance this out. 80 is the perfect sweet spot. For y'all free throw, you want to go with exactly 70 free throw. Again, this is a bonus build. I'm not really doing too much explaining. Y'all should already know just by looking at the build. It's kind of devious. For y'all driving dunk, you want to go with the 89. Yes, 89 driving dunk. This way, yes, you're only going to have a silver posterizer off the rip. But again, with level 40 grind and hitting level 35, we're going to have a Hall of Fame posterizer on this build, which is ridiculous. I ain't going to cap to y'all. But anyway, for y'all ball handle and speed ball, obviously want to go for 86. Yes, 86 speed ball to give y'all lightning launch. And if you want to, instead of going for Hall of Fame posterizer, you can get legend. Yes, legend lightning launch on this build. For y'all ball handle, you want to go with the 86 ball handle so you can get pretty much all the good dribble moves on a 6'6". Literally 6'6", all the good dribble moves are at 86. You don't really need to go anything higher than that. I know some people might want to go for the 90 ball handles so they can get gold handles for days and things of that nature, but in my opinion, you don't really need it. Y'all can go crazy with that though if you want to. For y'all passing accuracy, you want to go with the 71 pass accuracy, which is the perfect sweet spot for passing in this game. As for your perimeter, again, 85 per rim, just the perfect sweet spot. For y'all still, you want to go with the 85 still. Yes, 85 still in this build is pretty solid. That goal interceptor is pretty good. There's really no reason of going anything higher than 85. For your interior defense, again, 65 interior is pretty much all you're going to need on a build like this. You're 6'6", you're way taller than a 6'4". You're going to get way better defensive contest in the paint. And for y'all block, you want to go all the way up to exactly 74 block. If you don't know, you're also going to have paint patroller in your tier 2, which I've been talking about tier 1 max +2s this whole time. You're also going to have a tier 2 max +2 that you're going to be able to use on your hotline denier or your paint patroller and get a gold paint patroller, which is ridiculous. So the defense is looking very good on this build. For y'all rebounding, again, you don't really need too high of a rebound on this build, but we're going to go with the 70 rebound. So the 70 offensive rebound so we can get silver box out beats and things of that nature. And we're gonna have bronze rebound chaser, of course. For your strength, you're only gonna need like a 60 strength, nothing too crazy. Still gonna have strong handle. We are 6'6", so we are way taller than all the other small guards in this game. So we're gonna be still bullying them regardless. As for your vertical, to get the good contact dunks, we're gonna have to go with a 78 vertical. And for your agility, we are 6'6", we are taller. So in my opinion, you're gonna wanna be a lot faster, which 80 agility is going to be carrying you on defense. Again, you are taller than a 6'4", so naturally you're going to be slower. So you should be going with the 80 agility. It just makes the most sense in my opinion. And again, since we are 6'6", unlike the 6'4s, we do in fact get the standing dunk. So we might as well go with the 46 standing dunk to finish out this bonus 6'6" build. In my opinion, this build is nuts. For the takeover on this build, I am personally going to run Skill Slasher. In my opinion, it's just the best takeover in the game by far. As for the shades on this build, we get Steve Francis, Baron Davis, Jalen Suggs, and for the build name, we get a two-way 3-point slasher. Now for the real third build of this video, reminder, the 6'6" was a bonus build. let's just keep it like that. Anyway, what y'all want to do is y'all want to go 6'8", either shooting guard or small forward. Doesn't really matter. In my opinion, I'm going small forward. If I'm making a 6'8", it just makes the most sense. Y'all want to keep it at exactly 218 pounds, or you can upgrade it. Doesn't really matter. Like, no troll at all. It literally doesn't matter. For y'all wingspan, you want to drop your wingspan down to exactly 6'9" wingspan. Obviously, so we can get the 89 3-ball or 93 ball, whichever one you prefer. Now, for this build, as y'all know, on a 6'8" build, all you need is a 75. Yes, 75 speed with ball to get Zach LaVine's dribble style, which is the best tall guard dribble style in the game. For your ball hunter, you want to go all the way up to exactly 86 on your ball hunter, obviously, so we can get all the good dribble moves in the game, and we get ankle assassin, of course, on silver. But also, if y'all don't know, on a 6'8", we're also able to get a Hall of Fame. Yes, Hall of Fame lightning launch on this build, because on a 6'8", lightning launch is in tier 2, which we're going to have an extra tier 2 max plus 2 on our build, which is going to be nuts. But for this build, we are going to be going the shooting quest line as well. Of course, it's pretty much a trend in this video. Now, you could go with the 87 3-ball if you want to, or you can go with the 88 to be able to get all the good 93 ball requirement takeovers and things of that nature. So if you want all the 93 ball requirement takeovers, which gives you, I'm pretty sure, all the deep bomber takeovers, if y'all really care about this, if you want all of them, go with the 88 3-ball on this build. But if you don't really care about that, just go with the 87. It's not really going to hurt. But anyway, we're going to be able to get it regardless, because at some point we're going to have an extra +1 cap breaker. So it's up to y'all what y'all want to do. Me, in my opinion, I'm just going to go with the 87 for now. As for your pass accuracy on this build, again, we're going to go with the 72 pass ac, because again, like I said, in the 70s tier, the cap breakers work differently. Get +3 in the 70s tier. So we're going to have 75 pass ac on this build as well, which is kind of ridiculous. We're going to have John Moran passing style and things of that nature. As for your perimeter defense, you want to go all the way up to exactly 85 on the perimeter defense, so we can play pretty much lockdown defense on a 6'8" build. Nobody's getting biased. Like, I ain't even going cap. And since we're going to have an 80 agility as well, we're not going to be any slouch on defense. Like, literally, we're going to be moving pretty fast along the perimeter. As for our steal, we want to go with a 79. Yes, 79 steal. Again, I think that 85 still is kind of overrated this year. As for your driving dunk, again, to get the first 2 tiers of content dunks, we have to go with the 89 driving dunk. You just want to be going crazy, and since we're 6'8", we're going to be dunking way better than majority of builds on this game. It's kind of crazy. For your vertical, you obviously want to go with an 80 vert. Now, why are we going 80 vert? Is because with the extra cap breakers we're going to be unlocking to get to like starter 5, which most players in this game are going to make it to starter 5. You're going to have extra cap breakers, and you're going to hit level 40 every single season. At some point, you're going to have a 93 driving dunk on this build, so you might as well just keep your vertical exactly 80, because when we hit that 93 driving dunk with our regular cap breakers, we're going to be able to push our posterizer to literal legend. Meaning we're going to have legend set shot specialist going with the shooting specialization tab, and we're going to have legend posterizer, which is ridiculous. And we're going to have Hall of Fame lightning launch, since this is a tier 2 badge, which is also ridiculous. yo, this game is nuts. I ain't gonna cap to y'all. For your rebound, you want to go with a 70 offensive rebounds, nothing too crazy. Don't even worry about that. For your block, again, we are 6'8". We got to play pretty good defense. We're going to go with the 74 block. For your interior defense, you want to go with a 74 interior defense, which we're upgrading our strength all the way up to exactly 85, which this is going to give us Hall of Fame strong handle, gold immovable enforcer, and things of that nature. And since immovable enforcer is a tier 2 badge, we're going to be able to push this to Hall of Fame with our tier 2 max +1. Now as for your speed, again, you are 6'8", you don't want to be slow, you want to push your speed all the way up to exactly 80, which is kind of low, I ain't gonna lie, but we're gonna have to rock with it because to get the build as overpowered as it is, we're gonna have to sacrifice a couple of stats, of course. As for your free throw, we're gonna go with a 70 free throw and things of that nature, nothing too crazy. And for your standing dunk, just go ahead and max out your standing dunk. Now as for your takeover, again, y'all can run whatever takeover y'all want to. Again, we are gonna have 93 ball at some point with cap breakers on this build, so we're gonna be able to run triple threat. But until then, just run with the skill slasher, best takeover in the game. For the build name, we do in fact get a physical 2-way 3-point slasher. Now for this next build, it is my 6'10" demigod. Now hold on, I know y'all probably what, 6'10"? What? That ain't good. Yo, this build is nuts. It's one of the most fun ISO builds in this game, and it's probably gonna be the meta build that everyone's gonna run. It's kind of crazy. For the position, you can go either small forward, power forward, doesn't really matter. Me, I'm gonna go to power forward, 6'10". For the weight, y'all wanna go exactly 223 pounds. Again, you can run this build in the stage, the rec, the one-on-one. Doesn't really matter where you run this build at. This power forward, 6'10". is ridiculous. I ain't gonna cap to y'all. As for your wingspan, you want to go ahead and drop your wingspan down to 6'11" so we can get the 89 3-ball, of course, so we can get legend set shot specialist on this build. Dunks, you want to go ahead and put your standing dunk all the way up to exactly 81. Now, hey, you might be wondering, why am I going 81 standing dunk on an ISO build? If y'all don't know, on a 6'10", we get big man contact dunks. Big man contact dunks on a 6'10". On top of that, we're also going to have an 89 driving dunk, meaning we're going to have regular contact dunks on this build as well, which at some point you're also going to be able to push this to Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame posterizer or Hall of Fame rise up. You're going to be destroying everybody in the paint on this build. It's kind of crazy. I ain't even going to cap to y'all. But look, obviously for these contact dunks, you want to go with the 78 vertical, of course, which is going to give y'all all the good contact dunks in the game. For your driving lab, you want to go all the way up to exactly 80 on the driving lab. We're going to have a silver physical finisher. Again, you're 6'10". You want to body everybody on the court. For your post control, we're going to go ahead and up this all the way up to exactly 60. For y'all 3-ball, again, we're going with the shooting tab or shooting quest tab again, and since we're already going to be done because the shooting tab transfers over to all builds, we're already going to have the shooting cap breakers off the rip, and we're going to have the shooting max +2 off the rip as well. So 87 3-ball is a must. I don't care what no one says. We're going to have legend set shot specialist with an 89 3-ball. That's all you literally need. Like that's literally all you need to go crazy on this game. 89 3-ball is literally the perfect 3-ball in this game. I don't care what no one says. As for your free throw, we're going to go ahead and upgrade this to exactly 67. Now, as to why I say this 6'10" is devious, if y'all don't see it already, majority of the badges in the playmaking tab are tier 2s. Meaning we're going to go ahead and push our speed with ball all the way up to exactly 68, which again, this is a tier 2 badge. We're going to have gold, yes, gold lightning launch on a 6'10", which is literally ridiculous. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. On top of that, we're going to have a 75 ball handle, which gives us pretty much all the good dribble moves in the game. So you're going to be isoing for sure. You can take this build to the ones and go stupid. For your pass sec, if you don't really care about getting the 75 pass sec, just leave it at like 71 or 60 or something like that. But I want the 75 pass sec on this build, so I want the 72. You may be wondering if you skipped through the video, you haven't been listening. Yes, you do in fact get a 75 pass sec on one cap breaker. It's kind of ridiculous. Now again, since Ankle Assassin and Handles for Days and Lightning Launch are all tier 2 badges, you're going to be able to put one of these to gold and have all of these on silver, which is ridiculous. I ain't gonna lie. Silver Ankle Assassin, silver Handles for Days, and gold Lightning Launch is already crazy because you're also going to have legend set shot specialist and Hall of Fame driving dunk. ridiculous. I ain't gonna cap. This build is very, very devious. As for your block, you want to go all the way up to exactly 84 block. Again, we are kind of like a back end for our team. We are going to be helping our teammates out and things of that nature on defense. So of course, we're going to have at least a silver paint controller to do that, of course. And for our interior defense, we want to go with exactly 70 interior. So obviously, we can get the silver paint patroller badge to help out our teammates on defense. And for our still, we want to go all the way up to exactly 73 still, because if you don't know, we do in fact get silver interceptor, which silver interceptor is a way better badge than glove. As for your perimeter defense, again, we are guarding everybody on this build. You could drop your perimeter defense all the way down to like 73, doesn't really matter that much. But if you want to play good defense on a 6'10", go with the 82 perimeter defense. We don't get on ball minutes, but we do in fact get challenger on silver. And again, since this is a tier 2, yes, tier 2 badge, we'll either go for gold or Hall of Fame challenger, meaning we're gonna have devious defense as well. As for your rebound, you want to go with the 85 rebound. Yes, 85 for the box out beast on gold. Silver rebound chaser is not really going to matter too much, and things of that nature. For your interior, your offensive rebound, go with the 70 offensive rebound. 85 rebound, obviously to help out on the board. You are 6'10", power forward. You're going to want to help on the boards. And for your strength, you want to go with the 83 strength. Yes, 83 strength for the silver brick wall. You're 6'10" power forward. You're probably going to be setting your team a lot of screens. For your agility, you want to go with this 71. Yes, 71 agility, which is going to give you a bronze pick dodger. For your speed, you want to go all the way up to exactly 75 speed. You're already super slow. You're already kind of slow on a 6'10". You don't want to be too slow. So put your speed all the way up to 75. And for the build name, we get an edge enforcing stretch slasher. One of the craziest build names I've ever seen in this game by far, but it does say that we have no post game to speak of, which isn't really that important. We're not really posting up anyway. And it says unsteady around the rim, which is literally capped because we have 80 layup, 89 dunk, and 81 standing dunk, which is ridiculous. Big man contact dunks on an ISO build, bro. Now, as for the fifth and final build in this top 5 best builds video, obviously we have to end it off with a devious center build for y'all to run. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to waste your VC trying all these crazy center builds, I got y'all with a devious center build day 1, of course. And I'm also going to be posting probably the best center build in the game. So if you don't really like this center build, you're definitely going to like the one I'm posting right after this video. But anyway, what y'all want to do is go for 7 foot. For the weight, y'all want to go exactly 249 pounds. Just rock with me. 7'3" wingspan. Yes, just keep it 7'3". Doesn't really matter too much. Now, for this build, again, we are a center. We want to have all the big man contact dunks in this game. Yes, we're going to go with the 90 standing dunks, so we can get all the good big man contact dunks and things of that nature. And obviously, so we can get other good driving dunk packages, alley-oop packages as well. We're going to go with the 70 driving dunk. It just makes the most sense. For your post control, again, this doesn't really matter too much. We're going to go with the 60, but this is going to upgrade by itself. So again, for the driving layup, this doesn't matter at all either. So don't even really worry about this either. The main portion of this build is the defense and the rebounding, but we're going to wait before we talk about that. For your shooting on this build, again, we have a 7'3" wingspan. What you want to do for your shooting, your 3-point, is go with an 83. Yes, 83. 3 ball on this build, so we can get a bronze limitless range badge. And since we're going for 83 3 ball, we're going to be able to make way better jump shots on this build. On top of that, you're going to want to go with the 75. Yes, 75 mid-range, so you can get way better takeovers on this build as well. You know what I'm saying? If you want to try out some new stuff. Now, as for your pass accuracy, again, you are the main center. You don't want to be throwing Stevies or nothing like that. You're throwing outlet passes. You got to be throwing good outlets. You want to go with the 87 pass ac. You are the main center. 87 pass ac is the way to go. I don't care what no one says. You get break starter on gold off the rip, and if you want to, you could push this to Hall of Fame with the extra tier 2 max plus 2 you are going to get. But in my opinion, I'm throwing it on my rise up so I can get a legend rise up. But hey, that's just me. Y'all do what y'all want to. You feel me? Now, as for your defense, one of the most important pieces of this build, you want to go with the 82. Yes, 82 interior defense so we can get a silver post lockdown. And for your block, you want to go with the 88 block. Now, hold on. I know y'all might be saying, 88 block? That ain't enough. That ain't enough. I need more. No, bro. Trust me. 88 block is definitely going to be the way to go. Because on this build, we're going to have the way we're going to set up our rebounding specialization quest line, we're going to go with the 88 block. Just trust me. Just rock with me, bro. It's going to be the perfect way to go. Anyway, for y'all still, you want to go with the 60 still. It's nothing too crazy. Since glove isn't really that good this year, we're just going to go with the interceptor badge. It's the better badge out of the 2 stealing badges. Regardless of the perimeter defense, we're going to go all the way up to exactly 62 on the perimeter defense so we can get a movable enforcer. And for our strength, before we get into the rebound, which the rebounding is the most important part of this build, we're going to go with a 91. Yes, a 91 strength off the rip so we can be setting crazy screens on players, making people fall on the ground, all types of stuff on this build. I ain't going to lie, it's kind of nuts. For our vertical, we want to go all the way up to exactly 83 on our vertical, which will give us Hall of Fame pogo stick, a very, very important badge. Anytime we're going for rebounds, blocks, anything, even jump shots, very important badge. So 91 strength plus 83 vertical will make us the perfect center for our team. And obviously, we don't want to be slow at all. You want to go with a 65 speed. You want to be pretty fast on this build. And for your agility, you want to go with a 50 agility, which is kind of tough. I wish I was a little bit faster. But the way I had to set up these rebounding stats, I ain't going to lie. We had to sacrifice something. But anyway, for y'all, offensive rebound, yes, you want to go all the way up to exactly 90 O board. Now, you may be asking, 90 O board? That ain't enough. I need way more. Trust me on this. What y'all want to do for y'all defensive rebound, you want to go with the 92 defensive rebound. Now, whoa, you may be asking, why am I only going 92? This not doing enough. This not doing enough. What y'all want to do is you want to go with the rebounding specialization tab for this center. And what you're going to do is you're going to put 2 towards, you're going to put 2 rebounding cap breakers towards your defensive rebound, which is going to give y'all a Hall of Fame. Yes, Hall of Fame box out beats. I have to say this very, very slow for y'all because a lot of people don't be listening to anything I be saying. Like, they be ruining their bills and things of that nature. But, hey, I'm trying to help y'all. You're going to want to go with the 94 rebound on the rebounding specialization tab so you can get a Hall of Fame box out piece. And since we're also getting our max plus, also getting our tier 1 and tier 2 rebounding max plus 1 and max plus 2 perks, we're going to have legend rebound chaser on this build and a legend box out beast. So I don't care what no one says, having legend rebound chaser and legend box out beast is the most important thing you could possibly have on this build. And again, since we also have our tier 1 max plus 1, we're going to be able to put on paint patroller on gold. And again, since we also have in the level 40 tab, well, hitting level 40, we're also going to have a tier 2 max plus 2. So we're going to be able to put our set shot specialist to Hall of Fame, meaning we're not going to be missing any open J's. And since we're going to have another tier 1 max plus 1 through the season pass, obviously you can put this on, you know what I'm saying, standing dunk for a Hall of Fame, or you can put it on, I don't know, Deadeye, or I don't know, Break Starter if y'all want to go crazy like that. And since, again, we have tier 2s, max plus 2s, and max plus 1s, which are 3 tier 2s, that is the most important. It's going to be Dimer, High Flying Denier, and obviously if you want to, you can throw an Aerial Wizard, but in my opinion, the better tier 2 badge that you could run is going to be Hook Specialist. Like, Hook Specialist is pretty good, or you can run Immovable. It doesn't really matter, but you're going to be going very, very nuts with this build. So with your tier 2 max plus 2, you're going to have Legend, High Flying Denier, Hall of Fame Dimer, or Legend Dimer, whatever you want to do, Hall of Fame, you know what I'm saying, High Flying Denier, whatever you want to do, go crazy with that. Legend Rebound Chaser, Legend Box Out Beast. Like, I ain't gonna lie, this center build is easily one of the best center builds in the game. And obviously we need free throw in this build, so we're going to go ahead and upgrade our free throw to exactly 75. And this is the finished center, easily one of the best center builds on this game, in my opinion, hands down. I don't care what no one on this game says, this is easily one of the best center builds on this game, 100%. Now, as for the shades on this build, we get Victor Wembanyama, or Victor Wembanyama, whatever y'all want to call it. Jack Sigma, I probably said his name wrong, my bad. And Nikola Jokic, you feel me? And for the building, we get an inside out glass guardian. Now, it does say we can't post up and we're unsteady under the rim, but again, we have a 90 standing dunk. We're going stupid, you feel me? Also, I know you're probably wondering, anytime I post build videos, I normally put my jump shots and animations at the end, but I am kind of still labbing jump shots and animations. I ain't want to give y'all no garbage day one, so my fault, y'all. Next video, I will give y'all some jump shots animations, and I will have a jump shot video coming out soon. But anyway, bro, if you did enjoy this top 5 best builds video, go ahead and drop a like on the vid, subscribe to the channel. But anyway, I'm out this jank. Peace.